So in this video, I'll be showing you guys if an AI receptionist or an AI voice agent is actually worth it for your business or not. Now, this video will be mainly focused on home service businesses because they get a lot of phone calls, missed phone calls. So this is what AI receptionist usually solves because it stays active on your phone 24/7 and ensures that you do not miss out on a call ever again. But many people have the doubt that if AI receptionist is actually worth it based on the price, the costs, and all of that. So we're gonna be giving that a very clear breakdown in this video. All right. Now, if you guys do not know me who I am, then my name is Manzarul. I help businesses adopt AI into their workflows so that they can save thousands and thousands of dollars with AI. I've been running an AI agency for the past 2 years, and this is basically what I do every day. Anyways, if you're a business owner and you feel like your business gets a lot of missed calls every month, which I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, even if it does get 2 or 3 missed calls every month, and you would like to know how much revenue you're actually missing out on the table just because of missed calls, then I have actually built a free ROI calculator app for your business, and you can actually check it out in the description of this video. It's completely free. You don't have to pay me anything, but I felt like this is something that you guys might find valuable because every business gets phone calls, and because of missed phone calls, there is money being left out on the table just because there was no one to pick up the call. But anyways, with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So let's say there's a guy called Mike who runs a 3-truck plumbing business in Houston. So he misses around 40 calls every single month. Let's say his business gets around 10 calls per day, and if we multiply that with 30 days, then he gets around 300 calls every month. Now, let's assume that 13% of the calls do not get answered, which means that there is 40 missed calls every month. Now, I think that 30% missed calls is a fair number. Now, if he gets 40 missed calls every month, and if his average ticket size is around $500, then he's basically living out on $20,000 every single month just because of missed phone calls. The number may not be the same every month, of course. It might be higher, a bit lower, of course. But I think that it's often enough to matter. But let's say if you run an AI receptionist, then your price may vary from $175 per month to, let's say, $300, $500, or $1,000, $2,000 per month, depending on how many phone calls you get, what is the average minute of every call, and all of that. We're going to go through this in this video now to help you break down the numbers and make sure everything is clear so that you have a proper understanding if you need an AI receptionist in your business or not. Now, before I explain this, I would like to actually explain to you guys as to how an AI receptionist works. This AI receptionist is actually new in the market, but it's working really well for people who are implementing this. But for people who are not familiar with this, I'd just like to break this down for them. Alright, so let's say a lead is calling Mike's number, his main number, but Mike is not answering the call. So the AI receptionist is actually set up on Mike's number so that once he is not answering the call, which is Mike is not answering the call will be forwarded to a certain number, and on that number, the AI receptionist will stay active 24/7. So let's say Mike was not able to pick up a business call at, let's say, 1 a.m., an emergency job, let's say, so he wasn't able to pick up the call. So let's say the phone rang like 10 or 12 times, and after that, the call is going to get transferred to another number, forwarded to another number where the AI receptionist is going to stay active. So it's going to pick up the call immediately. It's going to greet the lead and qualify the caller, and then it's going to collect their name, email, phone number, address, all of that, store the information on a CRM so that your salespeople can actually track the lead, and also it's going to store the recording of the call as well. And then during the call, the AI is going to speak with the lead in a very natural conversational way. The human on the other side will not be able to actually understand if this is an actual AI or not. All right, so that's how good it is nowadays. After that, the AI is gonna try to book a job, and then once the job has been booked, it's going to send a confirmation SMS to the lead, and also you will receive a notification once a job gets booked because the AI receptionist will be connected to your CRM and to your calendar as well. So you don't have to get outside of your tech stack. Alright, so once Mike wakes up in the morning, he's gonna get a notification, he's gonna show up into the job, he's gonna get paid, and he will never know that the call almost slipped or the job almost slipped because he wasn't able to pick up the call, but the AI receptionist handled it smoothly. Now, what does this actually cost Mike? So let's actually give it a proper breakdown. So for building AI receptionists, there are a few platforms out there, but the ones that I would recommend as someone who has been building AI solutions for business for a while is Vappy or Retail. Alright, so these platforms are really good and they're very user friendly as well. If you want to set the AI receptionist up by yourself, then you can actually do this using Vappy or Retail. Alright, so Vapi and retail basically has a fixed charge which is around 0.05 to 0.08 per minute. Now let's say you get 300 calls per month and your average call duration is around 3 minutes, then we're talking about 900 total minutes every month over here. So how much will an AI receptionist cost with 900 total minutes every month? So let's talk in the context of Vapi and retail now. So Vapi has a fixed charge of 0.05, and I think that retail has a fixed charge of 0.08. I'm not sure, I'll have to check about that. But for Vapi, it's fixed 0.05. So if we convert this to 900 minutes, then it's going to cost you around $70. And then there's also a couple of other models involved as well. I'm not gonna dive in depth into that, but let's just say these are just basically extra charges. And then we will also have to buy a number from Twilio, and then there will be a monthly charge for Twilio as well. And for every minute that the AI receptionist speaks, as the number will be connected with Twilio will be charging per minute as well, which will be around 0.015 per minute, but it actually depends based on the location of your country. So yeah, so if you convert that to 900 minutes as well, it will be around $15. And for automation or for automation tools for, let's say, sending notifications or updating your CRM and all of that, or for booking jobs, straight into your calendar, we're gonna be using N8N, or let's say make.com. So it's gonna cost around $10 to $20 over here. So, and the CRM, if we, let's say, use Google Sheets over here, then it's gonna be zero. Now with that being said, your total comes up to $185 per month. Now this is actually a very low number in my opinion, and this is basically, we're talking about $6 per day. But this number will definitely vary based on the number of calls that you're getting and your average minutes. So the numbers could be higher or lower, but let's say if we're talking about a very minimum estimate, then we're talking about this number. But if you're actually using an AI receptionist for your business, then you can expect a number from around like $170 to $300 or $400, all right, just to be safe. But let's say you are running a large plumbing business, and then in that case you get a decent amount of calls every day and every month, then expect the numbers to go up to $1,000 as well. But yeah, this is just a rough estimate. Now, with that being said, let's actually compare the numbers over here as to how much does it cost for a human receptionist and for an AI voice agent. So, an human receptionist costs around, like, let's say $2,500 per month, and they work 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they will be missing out on after-hour calls because they're not available. They take sick days and holidays. I mean, this is just a very human thing to do, so I won't blame any of us. We also cannot book it automatically. I mean, we'll have to, let's say if we book a job, then we'll have to do this manually. So every manual process is a distraction right now. I mean, it just slows down your business because AI is increasing your efficiency in every step of your business. All right, so we have to ensure that like any part of the business that can be automated, we have to ensure that it is getting automated. Let's talk about the AI voice agent here. Now, on the lowest estimate, it's going to cost you around $175 to $200 per month. It's going to run 24/7, 365 days, and it's going to answer every forwarded call. I think it's important to highlight the keyword over here, which is forwarded, because let's say if the lead called and the call was successfully forwarded, then the AI receptionist will definitely answer the call. Let's say the lead basically cut the call before the call had the chance to be forwarded, then in that case the AI receptionist has nothing to do here. Basically, it never misses, it never sleeps, because it runs 24/7 and it's basically a robot. And then it also books jobs automatically, and it costs the same every month, more or less. Now with that being said, Mike pays around $175 per month for the AI. He was basically losing out on $20,000 per month without it. Here's the math now. If we are talking about recovering 40 missed calls over here, then basically this means that we are recovering 12 jobs over here, and 12 jobs times, let's say if the average ticket size is 500 over here, then this bumps up the number to $6,000 minus the AI cost, which is only $175. So the net extra revenue per month is around $5,825. But let's say if your business actually gets a lot of missed calls every month, which I'm pretty sure it does, then in that case having an investment like this definitely makes sense, because the ROI is simply insane over here with 33 times the return over here. But like I said, this is just a conservative estimate, and also more calls being recovered means the return is getting even higher every time. Okay, so yeah, that's just breakdown. So that was just a breakdown over here. So I hope you guys found this helpful and everything is clear. Now, if you're a business owner, you run any type of home service business, a plumbing business, a roofing business, or any type of home service business, a business that gets a couple of missed calls every month, and your average ticket size is pretty high, I mean your every job means a lot to you, then in that case you definitely need an AI receptionist. I mean every business out there is starting to implement AI receptionist in 2026 and onward, because leaving the calls out on voicemails that stuff is getting extinct in the age of AI. All right, so to ensure that this doesn't happen to your business, we can set up an AI receptionist in your business within a few days. So if you're a business owner and you would like me to help you set this up in your business, then you can book a free AI audit call with me in the description of this video. This call will be going through your exact business operations from A to Z, and we will try to figure out where AI could actually fit best in your business to fix bottlenecks in your business and also drive ROI, starting off with the AI receptionist out there. Now, also, if you do not now, let's say if you don't want me to actually build something like this for your business, but you want to do this by yourself, feel free to do so, because I have another channel just started once I began my AI agency journey. Like I started helping businesses with AI. So I was recording these tutorials, where I showed everything, how I was building these kinds of AI receptionists, AI outbound callers, all of that. I have all this documented in this channel over here, and I'll be providing the link to this channel in the description of this video. So if you wanna take the time and learn this and build this by yourself for your business, then yeah, feel free to do so. But with that being said, this is it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.